What's going down, everybody? It's your boy, Colorado.Marley tuning back in for another one of them bangers. And this time we already know what's going on. I know you saw the title. I know why you clicked on it. We got MacDonald, we got Adam Calhoun, we got race war. Oh, Lord. Let's go ahead and just jump into this. We ain't got no more time to sit here and talk about nothing other than what's got to happen right now. Let's go.
It's okay to be racist as long as you hating on the Caucasian.
Whoa. Tom. I know you probably about to say something, you know, great and intelligent and everything behind that right there. But holy moly, dog, you gonna start the song off with that. I know you like to start things off real controversial, like, you know what I'm saying? But it's okay to be racial, bro. What? No, it ain't. But we're gonna let him sit here and, you know, tell us why he said that. You know what I'm saying? We all know he's just joking and he's not being literal, but it's not okay to be racist, okay? Even though we all have our moments and have small tendencies of that can be that, it's not okay. Let's go.
Be racist as long as you hating on the Caucasians, teaching white kids that their shade's the same as school shooters and rapists. Maybe I'm tripping because the white children have been.
Okay, that was heavy. That was heavy. I do have a rebuttal though. I do, because that same sentiment or statement can be taken and applied to every race, right? And that may be a reason why he said it too, because the reality is it's not okay to project that type of stuff onto any child of any race, you know what I'm saying, and make them feel bad about themselves in any way. So yeah, but that can be applied to almost any race. And I can sit here and tell you that I do know that I've had these very conversations with people in both the African American community, the Caucasian community, and even with some of the Latino and you know, Hispanic communities too. I've had this conversation where people don't like the way that their culture or their people are being depicted in the media or in, you know, just day-to-day life in their communities and stuff like that. So that's a powerful ass statement right there, bro. But it can definitely be applied to more than just Caucasians, and more than just black people too. Facts, you dig what I'm saying? That's nobody likes to see their people being portrayed or you know, prosecuted, if you will, in the media. You dig what I'm saying? Nobody want to see that. Nobody wants to be a part of that either. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah, but let's go. My bad. This is
Time that they got white privilege by the white guys in the high heels who identify as the white women. I'm not proud to be white, but I'm fine with it because I'm not allowed to have pride in it.
Hold up. God damn. We 15 seconds in, bro, and we done had a whole ass lecture up in this bitch. You dig what I'm saying? Holy moly.
They got white privilege by the white guys in the high heels who identify as the white women. I'm not proud to be white, but I'm fine with it because I'm not allowed to have pride in it. Because the colonizers and the white bigots made white history my business. I ain't never gonna give a damn if you like me. I ain't gon' trip when they stereotype me. I'm a white boy and a white boy like me knows that all lives matter. Bite me when I was younger.
Oof. I'm just sitting here just like, man, like there's no, I don't have an argument to with Tom, you know what I'm saying, or with this what he's saying, because it's his opinion, it's how he feels, you know what I'm saying, it's what he's, you know, going through in his own personal situation in his head, you know what I'm saying, as far as like what he's gone through. I can't argue that, you know what I'm saying. I can only listen to it, respect it, and try to understand, you know, where he's coming from, you know what I'm saying. The same thing that I request and ask of people who don't go through my situations on a day-to-day basis, you know. And perfect example of that is, so I do therapy, you know what I'm saying. I actually just finished and I have to find a new therapist because my therapist that I was working with, he was an older white gentleman, had no problems with him. He taught me a lot of cool things and gave me a lot of tools to be able to handle, you know, my anger and my emotions and, you know, how to be a more productive human being, you did. But we did finally reach a point where even he had to sit there and kind of tell me like, hey man, there's certain things that you're still trying to figure out and work through that me personally, I can't help you with. And it's not because I don't want to help you with it. It's because I don't fully understand everything that you're going through to have the best point of view to give you or the best tools to give you to help with that type of stuff. And it was very, one, I respected him being able to say, hey, look, I don't deal with the same things that you deal with every day, or in life in general. We have some similar situations, but it's naive to sit here and be like, hey, I go through exactly what you go through, because that's not the case, right? So this song is wild. My bad, man. I'm just sitting here like, whoa, like he's talking that shit, but it's not anything that I feel like is offensive or should be taken offensive. Like this is awareness music right here. You know what I'm saying? This is that. Do you have self-awareness? Are you aware of you and what's going on in your surroundings? And the next question is, are you a person who just talks and you know, raises alarms to problems, or are you the person who's actually trying to find solutions to these problems and trying to have conversations to find, you know, some sort of commonality with the people around you? I mean, bro, this is wild.
I didn't never see color to treat every man as if he was my brother, but now that we're grown up, we hate one another for all of the ways that we struggle and suffer. They coming for better, we running for cover. The government wants us divided and dumber, addicted and drunk in the gutter, so we never wake up and never recover.
Bars.
Call me culture vulture cause I rap good. I don't pop Zans or smoke backwoods, but they call me a wigger and label me Hitler and hate like I'm wearing a Klan hood. It ain't left.
That's and that I don't understand. I don't understand why anybody would call him, you know, a wigger and all this extra shit. Tom is Tom, bro. Like Tom, as far as I know, has always been pretty content being himself. And he's never, I feel like, tried to portray himself in a way that was not true to who he was. You know what I'm saying? Same with Adam. So that's this, bro. This song is fire. I ain't even gonna lie. This is pretty gas so far. Hold on, let me let Chief out. You're going to talk for it.
Black or white is good and evil. Elite folks ain't normal people. United we stand and divided we fall. America, we gotta get real. You were segregated, that was not fair. You were enslaved, they did not care. But you were never on a plantation, and my generation was not there. There's trauma in your DNA.
I agree with that one. So super tough. Like I do think that there's situations that you can sit here and you have to acknowledge and be like, yo, like I get it. Whether you actually went through it yourself or I actually did it, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. There are certain situations, I think, that just because we are products of our environments, if you come from a family that was directly affected by that and is still kind of being affected by it, which there are families like that. Like I have great grandparents that I got to meet that were alive during, slavery times and stuff like that. And I know there's a lot of people who do still have family members that remember those times vividly, whether they were children or not, or adults or whatever. Most of them were probably children at that point, but still, like they are going to pass that trauma down generationally. You know what I'm saying? Like there's just no way to not acknowledge that. But I do think that it's fair for Tom to say, hey, let's acknowledge that it's just trauma that's being passed down from generation to generation, and we can stop it, right? Same with like money, right? You could be the first person in your family to change the whole financial well-being of your family if you so choose to, right? So that it's I think he's trying to, again, raise self-awareness and wanting people to be aware of the fact that they're choosing to continue to acknowledge and put a lot of energy and effort into traumas that we should be able to try to at least understand enough to find common grounds to move forward as one. You dig what I'm saying? I'm not saying we're ever going to forget, and I don't think that that's the thing to do is forget, but I do think that we need to find a way to have commonalities and common ground to move forward on. You know what I'm saying? Whether we get along all the time or not is irrelevant. We just need to move together as a unit in the same goddamn direction. You dig what I'm saying?
And what we see today, I pray to God you staying strong. Don't want to see no man in pain. You white folks, I'm embarrassed. Some of y'all are such carrots. That prejudice you inherited was racism from your parents. Get that poison out your veins. Whites and blacks are all the same. They want us in our graves. Just let me try to explain. I swear they want us in a race war, dying every day for whose lives matter more.
Facts. And I think a lot of us already kind of see that, and I think there's a reason why we haven't actually hit a point of having an actual race war, bro, is because we are smart enough to actually identify the fact that there are probably some weird things going on that are trying to pit us against each other, and we are simply choosing not to go that deep or go that far, right? Like we got extremism on all sides, but the reality is there's enough of us who have enough common sense, I feel like, and you know, compassion for one another to stop that. You dig? To at least make sure that it's mitigated and, you know, not something that it has to go any further than it needs to, right? Like, yeah, this is a good song right here. I'm curious. I'm actually not even curious. I'm excited to hear this man over here, Adam Calhoun's side of this song, because Tom has said a whole lot, bro. I don't even know how long this video is right now. This video about to be long, dog.
I won't be dying in the race for our government is paid for, 'cause our lives matter more. If you're born black, you lose. Might as well go get that. You gon' die before you 25, get shot over your shoes. You gon' get killed by police even when you follow the rules. If you listen to the news, you gon' believe all this is true.
Bruh. Adam, I already knew he was about to have such an interesting point of view. I'm not 100% sure about Tom and like where Tom kind of came from, because I've only spoken to Tom a couple of times in my life, but I have spoken with Adam a few times and had some really dope and really deep conversations with him, and I've got to meet him in person too. But I know that Adam comes from, you know, the hood, like flat out. Like some of y'all may not want to believe it, but I come from the hood. Adam a hood baby, you dig what I'm saying? So he out of the two, I know for sure he's not going to obviously fully understand what it's like to be black, but growing up in a predominantly black community and being a part of the black community as far as all your friends at one point were black, yeah, he's going to understand a little bit of kind of what we're going through. So and this is why I was a little excited to see what he had to say, because I knew his perspective was going to be a little bit more in favor of, you know, the black side, you know what I'm saying? And it's really just because he understands, and that's kind of some of the stuff and culture he grew up in. But regardless, he this man right here, good dude right here. Anyway, let's go.
No white guilt, they'll ride for me when I'm killed. I guess white life don't let it sad, but that's the way that I feel. I feel like they feel like I don't know what they all call me. Cis white male, bigot racist, he's a Nazi. That's not me. I'm not one of these white liberal commies who think black America needs allies and they arm me. Your neighborhood's all gay and claim you pro-black, but you faking. Guys are dying on the pavement. All your hashtags won't save them. That ain't gangster. People begging for their life still. I know white people.
You know what's gangster though? Taking care of your kids, taking care of your family, being a good person to the people around you. You know what I'm saying? Giving a helping hand when you can. That's gangster. You dig what I'm saying? Show them up how to get up out the hood and make a better situation for themselves. That's gangster. You dig? I'm just saying. I'm real big on that whole. You got to show people, man. You can't hoard information. You got to give information. You got to help the people around you be the better versions of themselves. You dig what I'm saying? If you winning, they should be winning. You dig what I'm saying? If they winning, you should be winning. If we all winning this shit, we all winning. There ain't nothing else to be said about that. We just all need to be winning. You dig what I'm saying? It's okay to cheer on and champion your brother. You dig what I'm saying? Even if you don't necessarily look just like you. I'm just saying.
Can't afford to pay their light bill. Who might feel like they the ones who losing their life? When the worst thing you could be is not ashamed to be white. White privilege is a system they position for division. If you black, you go to prison. If you white, your life is different. Take some money, race religion, sprinkle in some ammunition, then make everyone believe that the other team is the villain. I ain't pro-black.
And that's crazy too. That's really kind of how the world kind of depicts itself right now. At least America for sure. Like, it's almost like a curse, if you will, or some people just really just don't take it, you know, lightly, the fact that they were born black and, you know, or Hispanic or whatever, and it's like almost like a hindrance for them, you know what I'm saying? And I understand it. Like, I've had those emotions and those thoughts before, but at the end of the day, like, my life is my life. I control my actions. I control what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's there's no one else that can tell me that I can't do something. You dig what I'm saying? Except for me. Like, if I want to go, you know, be a goddamn whatever it is, it doesn't even matter what it is you want to be. The only person really stopping you is you, because nobody's actually physically moves your legs except for you. You dig what I'm saying? I mean, yes, obviously there's those literal situations where, like, oh, that person hurt that person or blah, blah. Like, obviously there's those situations, whatever. But I'm not talking about that. We're talking just, if you want to go be something great or go do something great, go help somebody, go be an amazing individual or a contributing individual to this world, You just need to go do it. Start somewhere. You know what I'm saying? You can't just keep talking and shit. You gotta start walking. You can't be talking if you ain't doing none of this walking. You dig what I'm saying?
White, I'm pro-American. Every color comes of bones. One day when you bury them. Whites and blacks are all the same. They want us in that grave. Just let me try to explain.
You wanna know why we're all the same? Bruh, I'm white and black. Bruh, I ain't no different than either of you, mother. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no different. My mom is white as snow, though. And my dad is, you know, a crazy black dude. That's all. You know what I'm saying? He's a crazy motherfucker. You know what I mean? But the reality is I am a byproduct of white and black. And I'll tell you, goddammit, I got 2 legs like you. I got 2 hands like you, 2 feet like you. You know what I'm saying? A mouth, a nose, 2 eyeballs, goddamn forehead, all that. You dig what I'm saying? We the same. We both bleed, baby. We both bleed and have similar needs. You know what I'm saying? We both made up of water and shit. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
Where they want us in a race war, dying every day.
This is a crazy song.
Whose lives matter more?
I'm sorry.
I won't be dying in the race war. Our government is paid for, 'cause our lives matter more. They want us in a race war, dying in the streets. Should be us against them, but it's you against me. Ain't nobody gonna win. Everybody gon' see that the color of your skin don't change the color that you bleed. I swear they want us in a race war, dying every day for whose lives matter more. I won't be dying in the race war. Our government is paid for, 'cause our lives matter more.
That's a deep song. That was deep. That was deep. It was a lot to that song. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of emotion. There was a lot of pain. There was a lot of hurt. It was just a lot of, you know, a lot. It was even a lot of like hope too in that song. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, man, that was just a very, you know, just a lot of pain and hurt. But there was hope too. Like, I heard like actual solutions and hope in that song too. Like, hey man, like we the same. We could do this together. Like, let's not fight amongst each other. Let's work together. Like, that's hope, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, this right here was one of those songs that like people are gonna either listen to it and actually understand, or at least try to grasp what Tom and Adam are trying to say, or you're gonna be those people who hear the first 10-15 seconds and you just write the whole song off because you're just like, oh, there's some Nazi racist dudes and blah, 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 blah. You know, the whole 9 that, you know, people try to call and name these people, like, name these dudes. Like I said, I don't know a whole lot about Tom except for what I've learned about him and through his music, and the brief conversation I've had with him in the past. But I could tell you, he doesn't seem like a bad dude. I'd tell you I'd probably hang out with him because I think he'd be a cool fucking guy to have as a friend. You know what I'm saying? Adam, though, for sure. I know that Adam's a good dude. I've definitely had many of conversations with Adam. It's been a while. Shout out to Adam. But at the end of the day, he's a good dude, man. Like, there's no hate in that man's heart. Like, if there was, like, I don't think that I would have ever had a good conversation or a good interaction with him if there was hate in his heart. You know what I'm saying? If there was true intentions to do harm to people, you would know. You know what I'm saying? Especially with as loud and proud as he is to try to, you know, one, prove to you that he's just being himself, and 2, that he actually cares about us as a nation. Like, it's not, when he sits there and says, I love America, it's not him being like, I love white America. He didn't say that. He said, I love America, bro. So if you are here in America and you love America too, well, goddamn it, y'all loving the same goddamn thing. Y'all both, you know what I'm saying? That's common ground right there. That's common ground. Y'all love y'all's home together. You know what I'm saying? Shit, we may not appreciate everything that's going on in our home, but we can at least find that one thing right there in common that we have in common. We love our home. You dig what I'm saying? So anyways, man, this was an interesting song. It was a dope song. Shout out to Adam Calhoun. Shout out to Tom MacDonald. And yeah, if y'all haven't went and got The Brave 2, y'all need to go grab it. I know, shout out to all the people who supported them in grabbing the physical copies. It is now on Amazon and iTunes. iTunes, and yeah, so make sure y'all run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, and let me know what y'all thought about that down in the comments below. I know a lot of people are gonna probably be hating on it. A lot of people are gonna love it. You know what I'm saying? Just let me know what you think down in the comments below. And if you want to hang out again one more time, hit that subscribe button right up there. It's going to pop up right up there, you know what I'm saying? And then that way, there's going to be a video that pops up and it's going to be like, hey, it's a good video. You should watch it because YouTube knows what they're talking about and they be watching us and you know what I'm saying? They know what you're going to want to watch. They're going to know. So you should hit that button right there, you know what I'm saying? Boom, 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 boom. Catch y'all on the next one.